Hey, welcome back to Curiosity Hub. I'm Ollie Hubbard. This is week 3 of our 12-week marathon experiment. If you want to watch the earlier weeks, they're just up there. But this week, I've been wondering about what to listen to. So when I run, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes podcasts, or just plain silence occasionally. So I'm not sure what you listen to, but I'm mainly listening to music. But I want to know which is actually best. Okay, beginning of another week, week 3, speed session to start off with, and I don't have much time, so good way to force a fast pace, I guess. Done. So let's start with music. Way back in the 1911s, they were already studying the interplay between music and exercise. They got cyclists to ride around with an orchestra playing, and then without. They noticed that the cyclists definitely rode faster with the music playing. And more recent studies confirm this, and even suggest you may have a boost in energy efficiency when music is playing, as the consistent and steady beat helps you maintain a consistent and steady pace. And it seems your compulsion to move to the beat is hardwired. Jessica Graun, a cognitive neuroscientist who studies music at Western University's Brain and Mind Institute in Ontario, explains that auditory neurons are directly linked to motor neurons. And a possible explanation for this makes a lot of sense. When you think about it, for thousands of years, music could only be produced with our voices and movement. And so the two, music and movement, remain intrinsically linked in our brains. But then there's the distraction effect. The psychological feedback loops which lead to conscious fatigue have to compete for attention when you listen to music. So essentially, without focusing on the soreness, you can push further. However, there are drawbacks in that you're not going to be focusing on your technique or form as much, or your breathing, and obviously that can lead to injuries. Podcasts and audiobooks don't provide a steady beat, but they will distract you. In my experience, maybe even more than music. They'll also teach you something or inform you, and so your time is twice as productive. Super quick, 14Ks today. Okay, 8 kilometers today. Bit cold, but should be good. Done. So that's really interesting. My breathing is feeling a lot more relaxed on the runs, so I think definitely a good sign there. But my knees are feeling pretty sore, so going to ice them now because I've got to keep them healthy, because on Sunday we've got a 20-kilometer run, which is going to be the furthest we've done yet, so got to keep healthy for that. And I got sweat in my eyes. This happened on the first week. It's in both my eyeballs. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, puss. But then the third option. Silence. If, like me, you're used to listening to something on your runs, then silence can be pretty intimidating. No distractions and no beat to keep your pace consistent. However, the research seems to say that you will be listening more to your body. You'll be paying attention to technique and your breathing. And some people even say that the increased focus on your fatigue and soreness is beneficial. You're raising the threshold of discomfort. Chris Friesen, an author and clinical psychologist who specializes in sport and performance psychology, even recommends running as a time to practice mindfulness, using the run to get into a meditative state. Now, you might not think that that's possible from the exhaustion and fatigue felt in running, but a lot of the motions are repetitive and the parts of the brain controlling them are non-conscious. So you might not get your fastest time, but it would turn running into one of the best things you can do for your physical health and now mental health as well. Okay, time for basketball. 8 kilometers down, just a slower pace. I tried silence, no podcasts, no music, and it's interesting. It really focuses you on your form, and I definitely was more aware, specifically with my breathing, and I'd kind of catch myself not breathing correctly and fix it. So I think definitely try it again. But tomorrow, 20 kilometers, got a bit of a sore thigh, so hopefully that feels better tomorrow and we smash it out. Okay, today was going to be the 20 kilometer run, but my knee is really sore and my thigh is still really hurting. So I'm thinking that I'll just rest up and run tomorrow to try and prevent injury. I think that's best, so gonna do that. Change of plan. I'm gonna try and give the 20Ks a go today. Knees are feeling a little bit better, and we're just gonna see if they hold up. And I'm also gonna try this Endura Sports Nutrition Gel Raspberry flavor. It's not the most natural thing in the world. Yeah, so we're gonna see how that goes. It's got caffeine in it, which I generally try to avoid. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, gonna try the gel. Gotta try the gel now. Whoa. It's very sweet. It's good. After the gel, this is how I feel.
One eternity later.
The gel was really good, but I was just running downhill and my knee went a bit funny and now it hurts to run. So we're at 15 kilometers. I'm just going to walk for a bit and hopefully it goes away, but yeah, hopefully it goes away. Just wish I had more of that gel. Okay, gonna try run, see how it feels. Wish me luck. Okay, if I go slow, it doesn't hurt too much, so I'm gonna try finish. 21 kilometers down. Half marathon in 3 weeks. So, which is best? Well, the research seems to suggest that it totally depends on what you want out of your run. You've got music for motivation, podcasts for learning, and silence for focus and form. Personally, I like a variety. So on the 20 kilometer run today, 21 kilometer run, half marathon, I started with music to get the motivation going. Then I went to 2 podcasts once I really got into a steady pace. And then when I hurt my knee, I went to straight silence, just so I could focus on the injury. I stayed with silence when I started to jog to see how it felt, and it wasn't until I was really confident that it wasn't serious that I started quiet music, which got louder as I needed more motivation to finish. But finished, and happy days. So Personally, I like a variety, but I'm super interested to see what you guys listen to. So comment down below and we'll see what's most popular. Also, if you want to look at any of this research, I'll put all the links down in the description. So that is week 3 done. We've already smashed a half marathon out of the park. Well, it was actually quite slow, but we did it. But I just wanted to say quickly thank you, because having this format and doing this research honestly has made the experiment and the journey just so much richer and more interesting. So I just wanted to say thank you for your support. And with the charities, I am looking through them, and so next week I'll have set it all up and I'll let you know what's happening with that. Please do not feel obliged to donate, but I'd love to share that with you. So thank you for that. I hope you are having a great week. And as always, stay curious.